Stoves, class of 2021.
Hi, class of 2021 seniors.
Hey, seniors.
Hey, Stove seniors.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Stove seniors. Just want to say happy Stovies and congratulations on reaching the end of undergrad.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 Stoves cabin crew on graduating.
Congratulations. I know what it's like to graduate during a pandemic. I'm so sorry you had to do school for a full year during that.
You all really persevered through one of the hardest times, I would say.
Whatever nonsense came your way, you embraced it and you got through it.
I'm so proud of all of you.
I'm so absolutely proud of you guys.
Everyone's proud of you. I'm proud of you, and you take that if that makes you feel better, or ignore it if you don't give a fuck.
You guys are just spectacular.
You're all so talented, so funny, and you were a part of some of my favorite memories during my college years.
Such amazing people. Individually, you are also talented.
So fantastic, so talented, and so kind.
And I feel so lucky to know each and every one of you.
And you motivate us to be better humans and better comedians.
This is only my first semester with Stoves, but in the very first meeting that I attended, you all just really helped to make me feel so welcomed.
You guys made me feel so at home when I was taking last semester remotely.
You guys made Stoves a family, and it was my pleasure to be able to be a part of that family with you guys.
All of you have definitely made my and so many other people's experience in the club worthwhile and fun.
There was never a dull moment with watching any of you perform. You are all so hilarious.
And I just can't wait to see wherever life takes you.
And just know that wherever you guys are, I will be cheering for you 100% of the way. My line's always open. If you need anything, just reach out at any time.
I hope that your time in Stoves could have been beneficial in some ways and brought in some life lessons, or at least just silly memories to look back on and laugh at when times get tough, when you are clicking through LinkedIn, applying to hundreds of jobs, and you're not hearing back. Or maybe that was just me, and I hope it was, and that you don't have to go through that.
I know the road ahead of college can seem really scary, but I am confident that you all will do perfectly fine.
Because who wouldn't want to hire you guys? Who wouldn't want to have you on their squad? I know I would.
Casey goddamn Brennan, Twitch OBS queen, comedy assassin. Congratulations, Casey. You're the best. Stoves is gonna freaking miss you. You've always been so nice and so funny. It's crazy because like you have such a specific comedy voice, which is so rare in general, but especially rare for how young we are. You're so funny. It's always been so fun to do improv with you and be in a club with you where literally you just walk into a scene and say one line and like, oh, that's right, that's what it is, and it's funny now.
Casey, oh my lord, Casey, you're fantastic. You're just such a nice person. It's fair to say that you really are the reason why I'm as involved in Stoves as I am, because you really were the first person to kind of reach out and try and get to know me a little bit. And before you, I didn't feel like I was really a part of the group. I would just kind of come and go through the motions, but I would say you were the first friend I really made in Stoves. So thank you for being that. You're awesome. I love you, dude.
I don't think you know how amazing you are. I remember coming in as a freshman and I didn't know what was happening, and immediately you and Sabrina welcomed me, made me feel like I didn't have to worry that I was a freshman or that I was too young or anything. I just fit in, and I don't know if you ever knew how much that meant to me, but it meant a lot. And so I just wanted to say thank you for helping create a home in Stoves for me. I'm very worried to be filling your shoes. You've done amazing, and so I will try and live up to what you've done. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you. I hope you come back and visit.
So the fact that Casey took our club from a in-person club to a virtual one with like shows that our family can watch online live is incredible. So thank you so much for that, Casey. Also, Casey's the reason that I don't hate Discord anymore. We actually have a really amazing Discord now. Thank you to Casey. She's done stand-up, done comedy in so many different aspects. So just an incredible asset Casey is to the club as a performer and as a person. You will be dearly missed, Casey.
Casey is a pro streamer, the savior of Twitch during the Zoom era, and just an absolutely wonderful person. Her name needs to be preserved in fucking amber. I just have no words describing the level of warmth and kindness that comes from Casey. She's just absolutely wonderful. Congratulations, and don't forget about us when you're Twitch famous.
Hey Casey, you are and you always will be the Stoves tech god, and I honestly don't know how we're going to be able to handle all of it without you. And not only that, but you were one of the first people that I met that like actually became my friend at Fordham. It's gonna be a really sad world without you, and I'm gonna miss you so much. And I hope you achieve everything you want to achieve, but just know you've done so much thus far, and you should really be proud of yourself.
You were the only person pre-pandemic who seemed to know anything about streaming, and that's why like every club needs a gamer, or at least like a Let's Play watcher to be among them in order to really be successful, no matter what the circumstances. So I salute you as a fellow nerd and wish you the best in all of your endeavors.
Casey, you have great music taste. Just like me, there are no words to describe how valuable you have been to Stoves. If there is a 7th wave of coronavirus next year, Stoves is unfortunately gonna have to disband because we're not gonna be able to put on online shows. So if that happens, thank you for making the last year of Stoves so incredible.
Casey, my fellow Pennsylvanian, you are so fun to play with. You could play like a quiet character, but even just one soft line could be such a wonderful, hilarious blow. I think that you really are a chameleon in the sense you could fit into any sketch or improv scene and make an impact. You're just a lovely human being to have around. The club could not be more lucky. You kept us afloat, your technology.
Casey Brennan, congratulations. Thanks for all of your hard work in putting these virtual shows together. It's been a lot of fun over the last year and a half of participating virtually, candidly speaking, without your help on the tech front. And it would have been very, very difficult for me to have ever discovered Trexaphone. I think it's been a wonderful character arc to follow since when I met you and when you were very terrified of doing stand-up, and now you're able to get up there and then be yourself and share yourself with everyone in the audience. And
I once ate incredibly past expired artichoke dip while I was watching the channel FX on my couch, and whatever had grown in the dip made it that I couldn't move my body for like 15 hours, but they were doing this marathon of all the Matrix movies, so I just watched all of them like 3 times. When my muscles finally loosened up the next day, I left that experience still not knowing as much about computers as Casey. And I wasn't as funny either.
Marielle, you are a sweetheart among sweethearts. Whether your lockjaw is being cured or not in a given sketch, you bring this amazing, bubbly, enthusiastic energy to everything. I am so proud of you for what you've done within Stoves, but also at The Observer. And I just feel like everywhere you go, you kick ass at whatever you're doing. So good for you.
Hey Marielle, I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity not only to work with you in Stoves, but also in The Observer. I've seen you welcome people, you're so welcoming, and also encourage people to try new things in The Observer. And then Stoves, you're always so funny. You might not pass the Bechdel test, but that's okay. We love you for who you are. You're just a very welcoming presence, and I'm so grateful to have had the chance to know you. You're gonna do great things.
Oh, Marielle, congrats. What's Fordham gonna do without you? You're like the most active person that's ever stepped foot on Lincoln Center campus, and yet somehow while you're running all these other clubs, you also feel like an essential to Stoves, in which I don't remember a time when you, or the rest of this class, but you specifically weren't there. Every moment you were in a rehearsal or in a show when you graced us with your time, thank you, God. You're hilarious. You make everyone feel at home. We really felt a part of whatever Ramley actually exists in the goddamn world. But you always made that feel real, and everyone felt comfortable, and you're also effortlessly hilarious in every improv scene or any stand-up or anything you've ever done.
I think Marielle is such a great part of Stoves, contributing with great stand-up content, comedy content in general, in all the meetings, so that will be dearly missed. As well, one of our main liaisons to the Observer, so all that positive Stoves coverage that we've been getting, thank you so much for that, Marielle. But in seriousness, Marielle is such a nice person, such a welcoming person, such a fun person to be around, and that is going to be very much missed.
Death, taxes, and Marielle being your friend. Those are the 3 sure bets of the universe. Marielle is so unbelievably, uncannily nice and warm and friendly, and just always has time for you, and what's called truly values what you're saying and how you are as a person. And for that, I'm just eternally grateful to know her. She's just absolutely wonderful. Marielle, congratulations, and wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Marielle, oh my goodness, you're a delight. You're fantastic. I'm so happy I got to be your RA this semester. Although I feel like these roles should have been reversed. I feel like you'd be a much better RA than I was, because you're just such a welcoming person and warm individual to be around. Sad to see you go, but I'm very glad I had the opportunity to know you as I did.
Marielle, the highlight of my Wednesdays was seeing you at Argo Tea and getting that edition of The Observer. I don't know what I'm gonna do if you're not there the next time I go to Argo. You're just gonna have to keep showing up at Argo every Wednesday. Your stand-up set at the last show was mind-bending. I can't comprehend how you did that. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. You're just an incredible performer and an amazing person to be around, and I'm gonna miss you a lot, so please keep coming to Argo.
Marielle. There's nobody I would rather have an impromptu triple day with Maddie Casal than you. I know you won't be able to hear many of the other clips, so I assure you they all say very nice things. Nothing as nice as what I'm saying, but they tried.
You are so welcoming, so kind, and also one of the hardest working people out there. To be able to do both The Observer and Stoves for all of these years and excel in both areas is amazing. And to think that our friendship started after one not so great show at Columbia your freshman year, when you spontaneously decided that you were Serena and I was Blair. I'd only read the first Gossip Girl book and some of the show, but I was all for it because I thought, hey, this girl is awesome.
Percy, I still remember that in your contribution to my senior video, you said pretty much nothing except that I look like SpongeBob. So, I've been studying and calculating and brooding for the last 3 years, and I have to tell you, you look like Fred, the guy who says my leg when he hurts his leg. Take that, buddy!
Percy, you're just such a cool person, very funny. To this day, Banana Gang is still like one of the funniest sketches I think I've seen from this club. You're just awesome. Sad to see you go.
Percy. This isn't, I'm not making this a competition. Stoves is about community, building comedy together as a group. I'm not making it a competition. However, if there were leaderboards, and there was a leaderboard for loudest laugh achieved in show, you would be top 1 through about 10. And I feel perfectly comfortable gassing you up because you are so nice and real, and you've always been someone who is truly just doing it for fun, and you make anyone who wants to do this as a career fucking jealous because you're so funny.
Percy, I'm so jealous of how funny you are. It's so effortless. You know how in X-Men they have a gene that makes them mutants? You have that gene, but for if there was a superpower called being the funniest person in a room. That's how funny you are. It's in your DNA.
Percy is such a great member of Stoves, just kind of a joyous person all around. I don't think anyone of us can ever forget the Banana Gang. I think it's kind of seared into our memories in the best sense of the word. Just talking to Percy back in the old world when we had in-person meetings was so nice. He was always at the in-person meetings, and it was so nice just hanging out with him and talking to him. So congrats, Percy, on your graduation.
Percy, you are a gifted comedian and wonderful human being. I don't know if there's anybody else in Stoves that has been so able to just make everyone explode into laughter with just one simple line. You are just so wonderful to have in any improv set, and then to also see you come into your own as a writer too with Banana Gang. So good! god! And we'll never forget that video. We'll never forget you.
Percy. Percy is hilarious. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, uncontrollably giggling, thinking about lines Percy has said during improv sets. Seriously. It's impossible to keep a roommate because of it.
Percy Wu, congratulations. You've always been the sneak attack funny guy. I've always loved studying with you in the library and the little things that made you such a very wholesome and kind and funny person. Hopefully that all of that will serve you very well after graduation. Congratulations, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot of great things from you.
Percy Wu is half man, half myth, half legend, half king, half god. There's just no shortage to the amount of admiration and gratitude I have toward that man just for existing and for me to be able to exist in the same universe as him. He's just wonderful. Percy, congratulations. You're an icon, and best of luck.
Julianne! Look, I don't necessarily think we should keep leaderboards or rankings to rank the people of Stoves, but Julianne, if we did, and there was, a certain stat sheet for most sketches written, produced that were funny, that were also in shows, you'd be at the top. I don't remember a single show that you didn't write a third, half, or 3/4 of the entire content.
Julianne, your sketches are phenomenal. Like, every single one is just such an absolute fucking banger. You're just also such a kind person. Like, you're very nice. You're a very friendly individual and just a delight to talk to, because you're very funny and very, just a cool cat, cool.
Julianne, you are sweet, you are inclusive, you are important. I added that last one because it was from The Help, but you are important, so it's a nice coincidence. But you bring such great energy everywhere that you go. You've always been such a great team player, but also someone whose voice can stand out when you're ready to take the spotlight. And I have every confidence that that's going to continue to be true in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Julianne is such a integral part of what makes Stoves and what makes it so great, in that Julianne is so welcoming, so kind and welcoming, and just great to be around. I remember her telling me that at one of my first meetings when I was just a lowly freshman, she was trying to be kind and speak to me, but I had just put in my headphones and walked away. So I regret doing that. I wish I hadn't put in my headphones. I wish I had spoken to Julianne more, especially in that moment. In all seriousness, Julianne's kindness, creativity, sketch writing, genius will be dearly missed in the future of Stoves. And thank you so much for all you've contributed to the club, both as a writer, actor, all that fun stuff, and as a person. So congratulations, Julianne.
Julianne is amazing. Just so funny, kind, and talented in so many different aspects. And she's a sketch writer supreme too. And you can always tell the hard work and the effort that she puts into literally everything she does, and it always pays off.
Julianne, I am so grateful to have had the chance over the past 2 years, and really over the last year since you did study abroad, to get to know you. I love every time you bring a sketch. I think they're all hilarious. I don't know how you write that many great sketches. I think they're so good. You're also so kind and so funny, and you really help make Stoves what it is. I'm really gonna miss you next year.
I remember all the way back to the very first show, your freshman year. It was a stand-up show, and you got up there with your ukulele and you were busting some funny tunes, and I was like, I want to be friends with this girl. You gotta be in the top 3 for who has produced the most sketches. You've written so much and written so well, and your mind is so brilliant and creative. You are a very talented writer.
I remember the first time I really met you was at the first Bleat meeting that I went to, which I think was also the only Bleat meeting I went to when you were in charge of the Bleat. You were such an expert at coming up with funny headlines from regular news sites, and you were just doing it so effortlessly, finding like regular normal news articles and then making them hilarious. I didn't know how to do that, and I was intimidated, so I don't think I ever showed up again, which was a mistake. I should have kept coming to your meetings to learn a lot from one of the greatest comedic writers of our generation, which is you.
You've gone from a very bright-eyed freshman playing the ukulele at comedy performances to dark-circled-eyed, sleep-deprived senior vice president of this club. It's been absolutely wonderful to see you every step of the way there. Last 3 years has been really fantastic, and hopefully beyond all of the mean roasts that come out of my mouth and all the ups and downs over the last few years. At the end of the day, I love you very much, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you graduate and do fantastic things down the road.
I think my favorite thing about Hannah is how much she participates in everything. In every single improv game, Hannah's like the first one to jump up with like a crazy, amazing suggestion. And it's just always so much fun doing improv with Hannah.
One of the most amazing things about Hannah Bowman is her willingness to play and to commit and make any improv scene or sketch just a fun time. Like, you're gonna be kept on your toes, but you're also going to be more immersed in whatever scene because she's gonna give it her all.
Hannah is awesome. Hannah fucks shit up. I had truly never met anyone from Texas before, so I had always just assumed that they were like Sandy from SpongeBob SquarePants, and it's just so crazy that I was right.
Hannah Bowman, my Houston friend. You bring such joy and enthusiasm to everything that you do, and we could always count on you to play the most, quite frankly, delightfully psychotic characters in improv. You are very much a person who would throw something out there when no one else would, and be such a delight to play off of. So congratulations on graduating and for being a funny person.
Hannah Bowman, congratulations. Thank you again for sharing all of your characters on these shows. It's been really, really fun to be absorbed in not just such engaging characters, but kind of be absorbed in this fantasy world of connected universe. Thanks for transporting us into something that was better than COVID over the last year and a half. Wish you the best after graduation.
Hannah, you are a Stoves legend. You're a killer Mickey Mouse impression. The time that you went off camera, put on a mustache, and came back as a French person, unbelievable. It blew my mind. And I wish I could go back to having never watched Iced Skates just so I could be able to relive that first time watching it, because Iced Skates should win an Oscar for best movie, not of 2021 or whenever you made it, 2020, but of all time.
Hey Hannah, I think you are so funny and so talented. Every time you bring out a new character or when we're doing improv and you bring out a funny voice, as someone who can't do accents, I think they're all amazing. I really admire how quickly you jump into new things and go for it. It's definitely something that has helped encourage me to try new things in meetings. So I just want to thank you for always having that.
Hey Hannah. Oh my gosh, you're always so good at impressions and just really embodying all of the characters that you play. And I'm gonna miss all of your accents and character bits, especially the Kool-Aid Man. I don't think anyone can ever fill roles as good as you can. I'm just gonna miss you so much. Improv and everything. It's gonna feel so weird doing character bits without having you in them. And I love you so much, and I wish you the best.
Hannah, oh my lord, Hannah, I love you. You're fantastic. You're awesome. You're such a cool person and so fucking funny. You're so funny. All your voices and whatnot, all your characters. You're very creative, just a very funny, humorous individual. And you're also very nice. And you always say that you'll go out of your way and tell me that I did something funny or reassure me that I'm funny. And that's such a nice thing to do for someone. Like, you're a good person. So I'm happy I know you.
Gonna let you guys know something, okay? Hannah Bowman is going to take over the goddamn world one day. It is my advice that you get on her good side. Hannah, you're amazing. And I'm not saying that because you're going to take over the world. It's because it's true. You bring so much energy and life to everything that you do, and it's an honor to know you. Congratulations and best of luck moving forward.
Em is one of the first people who was so welcoming and kind to me. Of course, we bonded over our Long Islandhood. But beyond that, Em is such a nice person, so welcoming, and such a great part of what makes Stoves, just that really great, kind atmosphere. Em exemplifies every part of that. So they will be missed, and congratulations on your graduation, Em.
I'll never forget, I think the first Shopee we ever had, definitely my sophomore year, so when you were a freshman, I remember getting to talk to you then, and even though you were a freshman, I was like, man, I feel kind of intimidated by this cool kid. I just remember hoping that we would become friends, and I'm really glad that, at least I think that has come true. Either way, I'm just so glad to know you. You are a giving person, whether it is through being in a improv set and you being a generous scene partner, or it is you making some delicious baked goods and sharing them with the masses. I just know that you are somebody that in any event anyone would want to be around, and that we are all lucky to know and have had in Stoves and in our lives.
You're an awesome person. Also from Long Island, which makes me like you a little bit less. Nah, that's a joke. If anyone can be from Long Island and still be a likable person, it's you. Eat your heart out, David. Yeah, no, you're great, and I'm sad to see you go.
M. Kretschmar! You're funny, but like you're chill about it. And that's just something I've never been able to do. Like, I just feel like I'm always, like, screaming to overcome whatever insecurities I may have about not actually being funny. You're, like, so self-assured, and it comes across, and it makes you all the more talented of a performer, because it's like, what? Fuck you. Like, I'm funny. I know that I'm funny. I don't need to prove to you that I'm funny. And I feel like that's, like, your energy.
M is a gem. A rhyme. Congratulations, Em. You're so funny. You're cool. you're cooler than what Stoves has or ever will be. So Stoves is gonna fucking miss you. You're the best. It genuinely can't be overstated how inspirational you are to people. I don't know how much you realize that, but like I feel like you never repeated a stand-up set. You were always writing new material, and it's always good and funny and new and fresh for each show. Having you in the club was always so great because you really pushed other people to be better versions of themselves, even if you didn't realize it, whether that was in comedy or how you just treated other people and stood up for what you believe in. It goes a long fucking way, and congratulations, Stove's gonna miss you.
M is awesome. They're fun, they're hilarious, they've got like, I wouldn't call it threatening energy, but if I had to like make a list of people where I just look at them and I'm like, they're definitely capable of killing me. M would be number one. M would be number one on that list. And that's not like permission to murder me, but like if you did, it just wouldn't be surprising.
M. Kretschmar, congratulations. It's been a couple years since we were last able to hang out, and here's some of the craziest stories that I've heard in a very long time. We always enjoy your performances and the kind of really unique energy that you bring to each and every one of those moments. It's very special. So congrats again, and hope after graduation there's a lot of bright things in your future.
Where do I even begin with M. Kretschmar? Dude, you have brought such incalculable joy into my life. I don't think there's a single person in this world that I'm just more grateful for their friendship than ours. And I mean, on top of being just an amazing person, you are so unbelievably strong in just absolutely every facet. And I cherish all the moments that we've shared together and all the moments that we will share together. And here's to making new memories. Love you so much, dude. And congratulations on this amazing achievement.
I think Chandler will say this too, but you were the first person, before you even got to Fordham, to follow Stoves on Instagram. So we were like, yes, our new recruit, this one's gonna be big.
Ever since I first saw you at that event, I don't remember what kind of event it was, but you weren't at Fordham yet. You were a prospective Fordham person, but you were gonna be in the honors program, you were gonna do comedy. We immediately predicted you would rule the club, and we were right. So the prophecy continues.
Natalie, thank you for fulfilling the prophecy. There's always been a prophecy that you would take over Stoves, and you did it.
I admire you so much, and this was before you were ever president, but now that you've been president for an entire year in a pandemic, like, I look up to you. I couldn't have done what you did, and that was spend a whole year like this operating Stoves and still making it fun. I mean, that is a feat in and of itself, and it's a testament to how good of a leader you are.
You've always been one of the kindest, looking out for everyone who needs help in the club, and just being someone who's always there for support, while also being one of the funniest people we've ever had, just quietly saying the craziest shit, making any scene work.
You have that perfect balance of brilliance and silliness that makes for the best comedy.
Natalie is one of the smartest improvisers I've ever gotten the chance to perform with. Case in point, Natalie joined a Lenore set as William Shakespeare, which was, I think we had alluded to the plot being Shakespeare-esque in a way, but then her brain like went to it and committed to it, and she was William Shakespeare, and it made our Lenore a Lenore for the ages. You're so smart, and you have such a wealth of knowledge to draw from for specifics in scene work that makes it such a joy to play with you. And I'm gonna miss that a lot next year, and I hope that we can continue doing improv together and continue performing Lenores.
I mean, come on, just look at the club. Look at this club we have right now, where we have an amazing group of people who are all super nice and super open to speaking with each other. And yes, that's because we are all we're great people on our own parts, but that kind of environment doesn't just come by itself. It comes when there's a really strong, welcoming leader at the helm of it. And that leader is Natalie this year. It speaks for itself that Natalie has been a tremendous leader, and really exemplifies many of the things you think about in a leader.
There is absolutely nothing in this world that Natalie Grammer cannot do. She's planned weddings, she's written theses, she absolutely tanked a fucking punch for me in a sketch once. By the way, still so sorry about that. And moreover, she's just an amazing, amazing person. There's no one more fit to be president than you, I think. Just truly, it was an honor to know you. You're gonna absolutely kill it out there.
You're a fantastic president, fantastic person, and I think you've done a really excellent job in bringing everyone together in such a difficult year. So, I mean, just thank you for being awesome, good president. That's you.
Now, the first time that you and I really got to interact together was during the honors program dinner. Back in your freshman year, you had asked to borrow my iPhone charger because you had the wire for the charger, but not the box itself. So I let you borrow the spare box, and then I never got it back. Congrats again for graduating, and as well as leading this club and group, and hope to see more fantastic things in the future from you.
Natalie. This one is what I was most nervous about, so I'm really grateful that she provided me with a statement to read. Natalie, you have been an excellent president, valued friend, and all-around giggle causer. Any opposition to you is not only futile, but morally reprehensible. Thank you so much for all you've done for the club, and I solemnly swear to ensure that no legal action will be taken against you, and I promise I will never offer testimony the inner machinations of an alleged regime. Also, you're a barrel of laughs. Tee-hee. That's what she wrote.
I'm so grateful for how much you've taken me under your wing these past 2 years. You've really been a mentor to me. You're just so funny in general and really encouraging to all the new members. And it's something that I really admire and look up to, and hope to continue to keep that same energy in the club in these coming years. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and I really wish we'd had more time in person, but I'm so grateful for what we did have, and good luck with all your ventures in the future.